Hello beautiful people of the internet, this is the Honda City 1.5 RS CVT. I'm Nick Skolanok and you're watching Car Guide Philippines. Before we start, I want to give my sincere thanks for clicking on the video. Whether you're looking for a review of the facelift of the Honda City 1.5 RS, or because you subscribed to us and you saw this on a notification, or you just happened to stumble on YouTube land. Whichever the case may be, thank you for watching. And if we earned your subscription, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you want the latest news and reviews on cars, especially here in the Philippines, consider liking our Facebook page and consider checking our website at CarGuide.PH. Now, with all of those socials out of the way, let us go to the review of the Honda City 1.5 RS CVT. So this being a facelift, there are going to be a few changes inside and out. Mainly, for the exterior, we got a new design front bumper, a new design front grille, and a new design rear bumper. It's more sleek, more elegant, very comparable to the all-new Honda Civic. Now, aside from that, you still get side skirts, you still get the black side mirrors, you still get the nice black ducktail spoiler, you still get the front LED headlights and the rear LED taillights. This being a facelift, it still uses the same engine and transmission. So to recap, the Honda City 1.5 RS CVT uses a 1.5-liter naturally aspirated gasoline engine with 121 PS and 145 Newton meters of torque. And this is all working together with a continuous variable transmission or CVT. On our CarGuide.PH highway drive testing, we got a whopping 23.4 kilometers per liter worth of highway driving. And considering that the test results of the UNR 101 of the Honda City is 22.2 kilometers per liter, all those things considered, I think the readings are pretty accurate. So as of this time of recording, this is one of the most efficient subcompact sedans I've tested. Inside the Honda City 1.5 RS, you start to see that Honda really wanted to position it to feel as premium as possible in the subcompact segment. So you are greeted with elegant design cues, with soft touch panels, with nice red accents both in stitching and in plastic implementation. The RS premium theme extends even up to the instrument cluster. So you have the classic 2 dials, and at the center you have a 4.2-inch TFT driver display. And then here at the center, you have an 8-inch touchscreen infotainment system. Now, with wireless Android Auto and wireless Apple CarPlay. And like if you want it wired, you still have that option. But the fact that it's wireless, it's amazing. I really find it weird when companies will put wireless charging, but they don't have wireless Android Auto and wireless Apple CarPlay. So you're gonna have to charge it in some other way. But with the Honda City 1.5 RS, I'm actually fine without the wireless charger. But the fact that they put wireless Android Auto and wireless Apple CarPlay, I think it's a fine addition to this overall package. I don't know if it's just me, but the screen feels different and looks different. It's not the usual glossy screens of many other manufacturers. It has this matte touch to it, which not only makes it reflect less, but when it comes to fingerprints, it's less noticeable. And because of that, the Honda City 1.5 RS, it just looks clean most, if not all the time. And then, specifically for the RS variant, you get 4 speakers and an additional 4 tweeters. So, sure, this may not be like a premium audio system, but those 4 additional tweeters, it makes a big difference in terms not only of like sheer volume, but in the quality of the sound. Even the soundscape of the Honda City 1.5 RS, it feels premium. And so far with what you're seeing here, it's throwing you premium touches that just make the experience of the 1.5 RS really nice. So across the board, whether you get the entry-level Honda City or this one, the top-of-the-line Honda City, they will all come with Honda Sensing, which makes this one of the safest subcompact sedans you can get on the market. So the Honda City will be coming with all these safety features, from collision mitigation to adaptive cruise control, through auto high beam, through road lane departure warnings, all that stuff. Meaning that when it comes to both city and highway driving, the Honda City is armed with things that will make your drive as safe and as convenient and as comfortable as possible. With all those praises being said, I have one little nitpick with this car. So Honda Philippines, if you're listening, I hope on the next facelift or the next all-new Honda City, I hope you add this feature. If I were to go to reverse, I am greeted with a nice rear view camera, and actually there are like different angles to choose from, and including like a top-down view, which I think is very convenient. I noticed while using reverse mode and when driving around the car, I noticed there were no radar sensors. Personal opinion, if you're an experienced driver, you won't really use it, but it is something that I would rather have and not need than need and not have, and that is the rear and hopefully front parking sensor. So Honda, if you're watching, hopefully on the next one, the next facelift or the next all new, I hope you put the front and rear parking sensor. It is a big help. Before we head to the back, just one more thing to point out. This has automatic climate control, and with that, it has my favorite button, the Max Cool, which basically maxes out the air conditioning to make the cabin from hot to cold in around 10 to 15 minutes, and then it'll go back to the previous setting. So that's what Max Cool does. Considering the Honda City's subcompact footprint, and also considering that this front seat caters to me, a 6 foot, 250 pound guy, this has a fistful of legroom, which is really impressive in its category. And look at the headroom, it's like half a fistful. So this is around maybe 5-6 inches, and this is around maybe 2 to 3 inches of headroom. Seated like in a relaxed but upright position. My shoulder doesn't intersect with the middle of the car. So in terms of space, the Honda City is really impressive. And then you get rear aircon vents right here. And then you have 2 power outlets over here, the car socket. And it says here, 12 volt, 180 watts max. It also has a armrest, though I do have to say it's like on the low side. I wish it was positioned a bit higher, but I mean, it's a good separation. So yeah, the rear space and the upholstery and the positioning even, it's fantastic. I can comfortably fit 2 people here and maybe 3 people in a pitch, but if you haven't seen it for yourself, because you usually see this out on the road, you should check out your nearest Honda dealership and be impressed by it. As far as the rear seats are concerned with the Honda City, so far I think it's one of the best in the subcompact sedan segment. You're greeted with 519 liters of cargo space. So as you can see, it extends all the way here at the back. Like I have to dig in just to reach it. That's how much space there is on the Honda City sedan. There's also a Honda City hatchback, which like for me, I'm a hatchback kind of guy, so I would prefer that. But I notice a lot of Filipinos like sedans because the trunk makes everything, whatever you put here, separate from the inside. It's a simple trunk, and if you check, you get a donut spare tire and then tools that work. So it's pretty straightforward. 519 liters of trunk space. If you're more of a hatchback guy, just so you know, there is a hatchback version of it, and actually we did a comparo with that with another car. So if you're watching this on YouTube, I'll try to put the card up here so you can check that out, but I'll try to borrow it again so that we have a full review on the car on its own. So let us go to the specifics of how the Honda City sedan drives, and we'll start with the steering. So when you're in the city, the steering is comfortably light. So when you're going through tight turns, when you're maneuvering from really slow speeds to like 40 kilometers per hour. So not saying it's weightless, but it's very light that you can still feel a good amount of control, but light that even if you're driving in the city the whole day, I don't expect you to get tired. I sure didn't. And then when you're on the highway, what I love about the Honda City is that it is precise without sacrificing comfort. With precision, there usually comes a level of weighted steering, which is not bad, especially for guys who love sports car driving. They actually like the weightedness of the steering. But if you plan to bring this on long drives, that can be taxing. The more weight there is on the wheel. With the Honda City, I still found it comfortably light, but it was precise. So even at high speeds, when you're going 60 to 80 to 100, when you're maneuvering, trying to cut vehicles, the Honda City delivers that level of precision that makes you feel safe. And when you include the Honda sensing features that this car has, highway driving is not only comfortable but safe. As far as the chassis is concerned, because of its ride height of 134 millimeters, it's on the low side. But in return, what you get is a very planted, stable highway driving experience. The Honda City, it soaks up the imperfections, but it gives you a good feel of what the road is like. So, power delivery, I love how, as a city car, the Honda City breaks inertia effortlessly. It's like many of subcompact sedans wherein they're all basically 1.5 liter naturally aspirated gasoline engine. So I would attribute its quality of braking inertia to the well-developed CVT. Honda's been making CVT for many years, and I think they mastered the craft of what it takes to make a really good CVT. Because on braking inertia, it does well, and then on cutting on the highway, so I'm going from 80 to 100, it does it so effortlessly and very linear. So when you're driving the Honda City 1.5 RS, it's very predictable. And at the same time, it also conforms to what you need from it. If you want to overtake, it does it so well. If you want to drive in the city slowly, it does it so well. With that combination, whether you're inside or outside the city, the Honda City sedan, it delivers a holistic driving experience. And then when it comes to braking, I love that the braking is very responsive, but it offers you a wide range of work. What I love about the braking is it is very responsive, but at the same time it allows a wide range of work. So if I just want to brake a little bit, just to slow a little bit, it does it so effortlessly. And then if I have to do a relatively hard brake, it does so with ease as well. So when it comes to braking, the Honda City is really good as well. At its core, it has all these wonderful qualities, but only because it wants to deliver a very balanced, holistic driving experience. So in conclusion, to wrap up the driving experience of the Honda City 1.5 RS sedan, it is greatly balanced. That's the best way to put it. So, who is this car for? If you're going to look at this like a character in a game, you're going to see that the Honda City 1.5 RS is a well-balanced vehicle. If you were to look at the stats, it's doing well in all the categories, but it excels most in efficiency and in terms of quality of the interior. So in that regard, if that's your pinpoints of what to buy, you might want to really consider this. But more than that, despite it being a facelifted car of 4 years ago, it still holds so well in 2025. And whether you want to take it with or without the pun, the Honda City 1.5 RS is an excellent city car. And yet, despite that, it also does so well when it comes to highway drives. So if you're looking for one of the best subcompact sedans out there, especially if you're looking at efficiency and capability of driving in city and highway, it's hard to ignore the Honda City 1.5 RS.